What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Truth, and I am bringing you episode 3 of our free-to-play AFK arena playthrough, walkthrough, guide, slash, etc. I just received a phone call and had to delete some footage, so I collected my 12-hour chest, and all we've done is complete our first Arcane Labyrinth, which gave us some pretty solid Labyrinth points for the Labyrinth store, so we should be able to purchase a hero here soon. We also completed campaign 1. So to start things off, what I want to do is go ahead and collect my quests. So collect a heap of gold while AFK, and then reach level 10, which we did just for being AFK. And then let's take a look at our dailies here. And I just want to hash out as many of these as we can. So it looks like we get, what, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 90. So we can almost do all of these here. So collect loot 2 times we did, because we did our fast loot, and we did actually we didn't do our fast loot, we just collected loot twice. So that'll be another one. Something that I didn't do in the other episode that's very important is let's go ahead and add some friends here. So you're going to see a heap of people here. You want to keep active friends, so we'll get rid of these guys as soon as we can, or as soon as we have to, once they become inactive for a little while. But the best thing to do is just say add me active daily. And hopefully people will send us some requests. But now we should be able to, once we get accepted there, we'll be able to send out our companion points. Let's go ahead and check our daily stuff here. Okay, nice. Our day 2 login. So we get a purple Hogan. Nice little front line. Our day 2 boot camp stuff opens up. So we'll do guild hunts, attain enhancement grade 1, and then fight 3 times in the arena. So yeah, so what we need to do here for our dailies is just kind of begin this climb. So we'll just start this climb until we get some friend points, and again, a lot of this should happen organically, and this is excruciatingly slow when you don't have the 2 times speed up. But we're off to a pretty good start. We actually have foolish of me, but because we have that purple Hogan, what we're gonna do is we're gonna come over to this rickety cart, and we're just gonna spend the 20 gems to reset this one. We probably could have waited on that, but not a huge deal. It was only 20 gems. So let's just get him back to level 11 with everybody else. And then run this back here. And we're going to put our strong one there in front. Boom. And now we have a pretty solid lineup. We'll take a look once we complete this campaign, which I believe will be the rest of this episode. We'll try and complete campaign 2 and then take a look at the shop a little bit and see what we can purchase and talk about what's important to purchase. We will also be able to hopefully pick up another Sun Wukong from the Labyrinth store. So let's just go ahead and keep climbing through this. For our daily quests, I don't know if we have the King's Tower unlocked yet, but that'll be something that we need to do or take a look at. We'll need to fight in the arena, do a guild hunt, so hopefully here shortly we'll be able to unlock our guild, to look for a guild. And again, same thing with your friends. For your guild, you want to jump into an active guild, as active as can be. That way, when you are doing some of the seasonal stuff, your active guild is doing it as well. I actually, on my main account, am in a guild that became very inactive just recently, and we actually missed the event for the feast or something like that, the midwinter feast, or we unfortunately we weren't able to get anything done with that, so I believe it is time to look for a new guild on that account. So it is what it is, but it is something to just keep in mind, or to take interest to, is that you want to keep your guild up. There's also 2 types of guild hunts, and what the guild hunts do for you is they give you a currency that you can use in the guild store. They also give you items, gems, gold, all that good stuff, or items, diamonds, gold, all that good stuff. So it's important to do those guild hunts daily because it resets daily, but you'll also unlock another guild hunt who gives you just upgraded items. Soren is the other boss, but you have to put in, your group has to put in so much effort throughout the week for you to be able to unlock him. And if you're in an active guild, then you either are never going to unlock him or you are going to take quite a while to unlock him. So just things to pay attention to when you're looking for a guild. You want a handful of members, or a decent amount of members. The higher the level, probably the better, because it means they're actually working for their guild. And then obviously people staying active. You can actually take a look once you're in the guild and see when the last time people logged in, which you can also do with your friends in order to keep your friends list kind of clean and with active members, because if they're not active, you're not receiving those companion points. And I believe you can receive 30 companion points a day, and they're also part of the daily quest. So if you receive 30 a day for 4 days, that's 120, and with that 120 you can actually roll for 12 champions, or you can just roll it 10 by 10 by 10, which it looks like we actually have some friends here. So we're going to send and receive, and then we're going to accept all. And as you can see, it actually doesn't show here. Oh, it actually just shows because they're online, but right here in that green online, it'll tell you if they've been offline for however long, 2 hours, 20 days, 5 days, whatever it is. So something to keep an eye on, just so you can keep your friends list nice and active to receive those points. And you deserve that. You deserve active friends. You deserve friends in general, but you deserve active friends. So definitely make sure you're paying attention to that. Let's go ahead. We're just gonna keep smashing through this here. We do have a very solid team. Okay, so now we can actually do the King's Tower. The King's Tower is just another ladder to climb, and it's a great way to make gold, purple dust. You get the rare soul stones or the rare gems to summon rare heroes, which are just the blue heroes. But it's a great way to kind of just come up on some extra resources, or if you're hard stuck in one spot or just stuck in one spot, you can come to the King's Tower, maybe get those resources to level up. Typically playing the game, especially early, you'll always have something to climb, whether it be your Arcane Labyrinth for the day, your main story, or the campaign, the King's Tower, the Peaks of Time, all of that. It's all gonna, you're always gonna have something to do. You won't be necessarily crazy hard stuck all the way across the board. And sometimes when you do get stuck, all it takes is just waiting and coming back and collecting your loot in a few hours, and then having the resources to put back into your heroes, or even sometimes having the gear. You'll get legendary, mythic gear, stuff like that from the chest in the middle. Now that we've actually unlocked the King's Tower, I just want to do this a couple more times because it becomes a part of the campaign quest for every 10 floors. Every 10 floors that you clear, you're going to get some gems from the campaign quest. So it's nice to kind of work in those 10s if you can. But since we're already 3 floors in, I guess we're not even halfway, but we're just going to go ahead and keep hashing this out. And it's only excruciating because we don't have the 2 times yet. And we're very close to unlocking that. So I guess now we have our secondary mission of we're going to do King's Tower to level 10, complete campaign 2, and take a look in the shop and see if there's anything that we can afford, not only with our gold, but with our Arcane Labyrinth tokens. Nice little NOS energy to keep me going. Had a fairly long day running around, just running some errands, taking care of some stuff. And as you can see, we're climbing well, only being level 11. We've got a pretty solid team comp. It's nice we have a 4-1 team comp, whereas our Wukong fills in the 4th spot for the Lightbearers. I think Lightbearers. And then we have our Namora as our one Wilder, kind of just rounding out the team with the support. It is so nice and so very important to have a support in your team. You'd be surprised just how much they can really turn a fight. And just, again, keep your guys alive. A nice front line, is always nice to have as well. So having Hogan and Wukong in the front line for now is pretty good. I think what we're going to look to do is move Wukong to the back line eventually and just try and have somebody a little bit beefier, a little bit meatier in the front there. So we're actually slowing down a little bit here. Which means we'll want to look to probably start leveling up our heroes a little bit as we come up on floor 8. And again, we also want to take note of the factional damages that we may be taking Whereas Hogan is going to take a little bit of extra damage from the Grim Reaper looking dude, Niru, because he is a Graveborn and they are strong against the Light Bearers. But looks like he was no match this time, as Hogan takes him down in the 3v1. Hogan finally goes down to Leica, but Belinda's finally had enough and decided that she wanted to get a full energy bar to use her ultimate, which is frustrating because she doesn't do that ever. It takes quite a while for Belinda to get her ult off. Okay, floor 8. 2 more floors here. Hammer this bad boy out. Come on, baby. Stay with me, boys. Belinda, work harder. Namora, heal harder. Hogan, get your ult off before you die. He did not. That's unfortunate. Wukong should, though. So he'll go invulnerable. And then boo boo, he says, as he's going to clean up the rest of the team here. Namora now topping everybody off. And it also heals the clones. So if you notice, the clones don't start with full health. Even if your Wukong is very healthy, the clones won't start with full health. So it's nice that Namora tops him off a little bit. And if you have heroes like Lucius or anybody like that who give shields, they'll also shield the clones of Wukong. So just to keep him alive a little bit longer, which is nice. All right, there is number 9. Let's see if we can beat floor 10. 2 Brutuses. So we're level 11 to their level 22. This one might give us some issues. We'll see if we can prevail. It seems like we're off to a pretty good start. Nobody's dead just yet. Hogan is just whacking away over there. Finally, he gets his ult off. So nice. Yeah, this is seeming like it may go our way. Right before Brutus dies. Oh, he actually won't get it. He shouldn't get it because he's only level 22. Nice. Brutus's level 41 ability is very strong. But because he's only level 22, he doesn't have it. And we lucked out there. So there we go. We completed floor number 10. And if we jump in here to our campaign, so complete a floor in King's Tower, and now complete floor 10 of the King's Tower. We'll go and collect some of this stuff. Acquire 30 heroes. Nice. And then we knocked out some of our daily stuff. So we're going to do these here. Don't forget to grab these. So we can actually get 30 more. So let's go ahead and enhance our gear once if we have anything to enhance. We don't. That we can enhance. So let's go ahead. Auto select. Auto select is just going to use left to right, and it's just going to start using stuff. So if you do use auto select, you want to make sure that it's not using anything that you don't want it to. So we did that, and then let's go ahead. We have 3,200 gems, so we'll go ahead and summon 10 heroes at the tavern and try our luck at this. No purples, which kind of stinks, but we got 5 blues, and that is going to be good for us when it comes time to ascend our heroes, which we can't do yet, but if we keep rolling 5 blues, we'll be in a pretty good spot. Check our events. We don't have that yet. Boot camp. We leveled up an enhancement. We did 100 daily quest points. So at the beginning of the game, you really are just getting hooked up a whole bunch. You're knocking out daily quests. You're knocking out weekly quests. You've got the boot camp. You've got your daily login. So you're really in a pretty good spot. Boom. There we go. Another blue. That character there is a very strong support hero at the beginning of the game, and taking you up until level 60. So definitely keep an eye on him because he can be very, very useful. Let's go and equip our gear on all the heroes that we're using. We'll unlock some new portraits. Who is new to us? Okay, nice. So Golas. It's going to give us 100 gems. 100 diamonds. Excuse me. I swear, I'll start calling them diamonds. 100 diamonds there from Arden. And then Nero is going to give us 100 gems. Nice. Okay, sweet. So we actually can't do anything at the Arena of Heroes. Not a huge deal. We just don't have it unlocked yet. So let's go ahead and collect our rewards. And then get right back to it. Start hammering it out. One thing that you can do also in that portrait screen is you can test the heroes just to see what they're capable of. And how they look and how their abilities look. So you can see kind of like what the AoE is going to look like and maybe how you want to line them up and put them in your formation for the abilities that they have. Kind of cool, and we can take a look at that once we finish this up. I want to hammer out the rest of this stage here. We're about halfway done. And once we complete 216, things will start to speed up because we'll actually be able to go at 2 times the speed here. Boom, Wukong drops his ultimate. And then Nomura starts healing everybody up. That is so nice. That is a super awesome supplement to Wukong's ult, just to be able to keep those clones alive for longer. 215, one more level, boys. Or I guess two more. Two more levels. If we were to get VIP level 2, we would be able to use the speed up function. The only real way to get the VIP level is to buy items that have the VIP points intertwined in the sale or in the deal. And obviously with this being free to play, we're not necessarily pushing the VIP levels. Every time you do get a VIP level though, you will receive some kind of loot or some kind of drop. So if you ever see that your diamond deals are lit up in the top right, you'll want to check that for your VIP, because that may mean you have some VIP points or some VIP gear to accept. All right, here we go. 216. This is the level of our destinies. Our backline is all ulting at the same time, which is nice. Morvis snipes him out. Wukong staying nice and healthy. Boom. And then so now we get 216 completed, and now we will have the 2 times speed. So as you can see, things are running a lot quicker. I have found that in my journey, sometimes I'm able to turn the tide of a fight by just turning the 2 times mode off. I don't know what it is. I don't know if I just ended up getting lucky and got better RNG or what it was. But sometimes playing, again, with your rotation and kind of moving stuff around, or maybe even turning off the 2 times, might give you some extra luck. So don't count that stuff out. You always want to give that stuff a try. This big old tank in the front line, eating up all the damage. The Dreef, the Dreadleaf, I think it's called Dreaf. Those are sleeper enemies for sure. There's a character who will suck up into a coffin the strongest enemy on the opponent's side, and sometimes those guys get sucked up, and although hard to believe, they're powerful. I've also lost many of 1v1s to those guys, but as you know, that's probably because my lack of leveling up my characters. As we've been moving along, you guys can see that I am a little bit of a slouch when it comes to that, and once we start getting stuck, we'll start leveling up characters. But again, it's one of those things where I'm a little bit afraid to invest in a character, because you're not going to have everybody, and although you'll unlock the resonating crystal and it won't be that bad, or it won't be really necessarily an issue, because everybody will be leveled up as long as you have them on the crystal. Okay, here we go. We're coming down to the 1v2, and this is actually against a boss, so we might have to level up here. Dang it. Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and drop some experience on our guys here. We'll get everybody to level 20. The issue that you run into is you want your strongest heroes on the resonating crystal. So if you're spending a lot on weaker heroes, the resonating crystal will make sense once we unlock it, and I'm kind of able to discuss it a little bit better. But basically what happens is you put 5 heroes on top of the crystal, and then you put X amount of heroes, however many slots you have open, inside the crystal. And if I have a purple hero in the crystal, if I have 5 purple heroes in the crystal, and they're the heroes that I want to use, that's great. That's awesome. Everybody is going to match the level of those heroes. And it actually looks like, okay, so we unlocked our guild here. So we're just going to go ahead and try and find one that's fairly active real quick. But look at this one, the Tigers. We're going to go ahead and join the Tigers. And now we can actually set up a spot. We settle in this guild, and that will unlock guild hunting. So let's go ahead and smash this out real quick. So we just throw up our lineup. You really want as much single target damage against this boss as you can, because the more damage that you do, the more gear you'll get. So as you can see, as the bar goes up to the next bar, we get 1 item, we get 2 items. You don't actually have to click on them. I'm just doing that for the, I guess, informational purposes. And you can see up here in the top right, gear accumulated from this battle. There's your 4th item. I like to keep it a secret. We actually just got starched, unfortunately. But at the time that I'm recording this, the dailies are about to reset, so I want to get a lot of this daily stuff done, because this will reset here in the next like 20 minutes ish when the daily stuff resets. So we're just gonna go ahead and run it back here. We don't actually have a team to kind of pick up the slack or fix anything in our rotation or our lineup. When you unlock the resonating crystal, you'll have more options. You'll have more choices to use as far as a lineup goes. But it looks like we're just gonna get the same thing here. 4 crates, some gold, some guild points. Boom. And then we have our library here, which are going to give us bonuses if we throw heroes in the library. So you just click on these. And this is why it's nice to have a guild or friends, because you're going to use your friends' characters down here. So as you can see, my Morvis is the only character that I'm using, and the other 2 are coming from my friends or my guild mates. And these right here are going to give these 3 heroes bonuses. So now if I use any of these 3 heroes, like my Nomura is now going to get 1200 HP plus 1% of her HP. This is nice to have friends for and guildmates for. So we'll just keep running through this real quick. And all I'm doing is I'm just clicking on the best one. Sometimes you'll run into issues where it says you can't use that one. All you got to do is just click on the next best. Not a big deal if that happens. And then so I don't have anybody to use here for Thorn. So we just don't get those bonuses, unfortunately. But we do have them here. We've got Groot. There we go. We have Esmeralda and Thane. Those aren't their names. I mean, that's not Esmeralda's name. So now our Belinda will get a little bit of a bonus. We don't have any of these heroes that we're using. And then we don't have Asuna, but we have this. And his name's actually Sirius. And then I can actually add my own support heroes here. So we're going to add another one down here. And we'll throw in Vlad the Impaler. Okay, cool. So this video is kind of running long, so let's go ahead and smash out the rest of this here. And again, it should speed up now that all my guys are level 20. We beat the boss, and we are 2 times speed. So the library gives bonuses to the heroes that you put in the slots. So as I was saying, my Nomura and my Belinda now have the extra health, which is just going to be nice, obviously, as a whole. So, and that doesn't cost you anything. All it costs you, or all you need, is to get some friends or guildmates. And you saw how easy it was. You just go down into the chat and click add friends or tell people to add you. And a lot of the times, if their friends list isn't full, people will just add you because you're helping them help you, and vice versa. So it is very lucrative to have friends. So, and none of that stuff hurts to have. But I guess, okay, so as I was, sorry, I got caught up on the guild hunt. Let me jump back to the resonating crystal. So if I have 5 purples on the resonating crystal, and they're the people that I'm going to use, the people that I put inside the crystal are going to match the level of the lowest person out of those 5. So if I have 4 of them are level 60 and 1 of them's level 58, then everybody, and those are the guys that are on the crystal, everybody in the crystal will be level 58 until I get that guy to match everybody. But if I have 5 purple pluses that I could put on the crystal, the purple plus, it allows for the maximum level to be higher on the character. So it would make more sense to put the 5 purple pluses on the crystal, even if they're not champions that I use, but that way I can max those guys out to the maximum level, and it's going to allow everybody that I put inside the crystal to go as high as those guys, no matter what they're at, unless they're level capped. So a purple plus, so a purple Hogan, the highest, how do I say this? The highest level that Hogan can go to, no matter what, the complete highest is 160. So even if he's purple and you have legendary pluses on the crystal that are level 160, Purple Hogan can get to 160 through the resonating crystal if he's inside of it and not on top of it. If that makes, hopefully that makes sense. And as you guys play around with the resonating crystal and level up your characters, you'll understand more what that means. And if not, you probably have millions of questions, and hopefully friends that will help you out. Or if you guys do have questions, leave them down in the comments below so that way I can answer them if anything was confusing to you guys. I know a lot of this is kind of me just rambling about what's going on and what we're doing as we're doing it in the moment. Okay, so we reached the end here of chapter 22. I'm sorry, of chapter 2. What is this? 228, I believe. So campaign 2, level 28. This right here, this boss looks exactly like the guild boss that you'll fight, Soren. The boss that you'll unlock through earning points for your guild, and is why you'll want an active guild. Or want to be in an active guild. Okay, perfect. We completed chapter 2. Let's go ahead and collect our rewards again, just because I'm so weird about that. Let's see, we unlocked some stuff here in the boot camp. Complete chapter 2, do our guild hunt. Perfect. Some quests up here, so we're going to collect all the chapter 2 stuff. We're level 20 with the hero. Join a guild. Complete chapter 2. So some nice bonuses there. Looks like we've got some gear here. So just equip everybody with the best. We're going to be looking for a substitute here for Morvis soon. Hopefully we just get it in a roll, because I would really like to use my Labyrinth points on another Sun Wukong. So a couple of greens there. Not great, but we'll survive. We can't do anything here, so let's go and check the store. So here in the store, I want to make sure I'm buying the purple dust. The purple dust is used to unlock or level up an ability for your heroes. So if I go back to my heroes and I go to level up Belinda, you can see that down here at the bottom, it takes gold, experience, and purple dust. It's going to take 40 purple dust to level her up, and this is going to level up her Divine Retribution from level 1 to 2. So if we take a look, Divine Retribution is this ability here, and at level 21, damage is increased by up to 180% when she throws that orb. So that's why that dust is important, and you're going to find yourself as you get later in the game in shortages of that. So you'll want as much of that as you can. Now, I wouldn't spend your gold or gems on anything else in here. Again, I would save gold for leveling up your heroes and leveling up your equipment, and then save your diamonds for buying or purchasing heroes here at the tavern. Yeah, guys, I think that closes it. Actually, hold on, check this out. Here we go. Our Labyrinth store. Okay, so we're at 3,400. We could purchase something down here. It is way more beneficial to save up and buy one of the heroes from these columns. And like I said, I'm going to invest in Sun Wukong. And what this does is it gives me 60 soul stones to summon Wukong. So once I purchase this, it's going to give me the 60 stones. I'm going to go to my bag. I'm going to activate them just like I would these stones. And I'm going to combine them to make Sun Wukong, which will allow me then to ascend him to a purple plus Sun Wukong. I keep calling him Sun Wukong, but it's just Wukong. But yeah, guys, so let's go ahead and jump into the next chapter here. And that is going to be it. So Yggdrasil is our next campaign that we are going to smash through in our next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, make sure you guys are staying up with your daily tasks, getting those completed so you guys can unlock that free champion role, a free 100 gems, tickets to the arena, all that good stuff. If you guys have any questions, make sure you leave them down below. Thank you guys again for checking out this video. I am Truth, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.